Hello, welcome in. Hi. Hello, welcome in. I'm just tapping my own screen. I usually tap my screen up to like 1,000 likes and then I get started with the conversation. Hey Taylor, hey Deuce, I see you guys in here. Welcome. I can tap my screen up to like 500 likes just so I can do my introduction. Hey Fancy, I see you. Let's see what I got. Okay, I'm at 350. Hey Ollie, I see you. I see everybody in here. I see you guys in here. Welcome. I'm just tapping my screen. I'm going to try to tap it up to 500 likes, and then I'll start with today's conversation. Welcome. If you're new here, welcome. Go ahead and make sure you grab your heart me and leave a comment so that you can get your 75 points. Hey, Dollface, I see you. Hey, Queen Nikki, I see you, baby. Hey, y'all. Hey, everybody. I was supposed to go live earlier, but I had some things to take care of. Hey, Queen Nikki, thank you for that heart me, baby. Let's see. Y'all go ahead and tap the screen for me. Share the live. Hey, Mother Goat, I see you. Hey, Digital, I see you. We're going to go ahead with the conversation. Thank you so much for those gifts, Mother Goat. Let me go ahead and pin you up here. Let me see if it's going to let me pin you. Let me see. Why is not letting me pin you? It's not letting me pin you at all. Hey, Rasta Woman, I see you. Hold on. Thank you for that, Heart Me Digital. Y'all go ahead and make sure you follow Mother Goat. That is a quality engager, and you want somebody like that on your team. Anytime you have somebody gifting, liking the live, sharing the live out, you want people like that in your community, okay? So if you're new here, hello, welcome. I am Pretty Powerhouse. I'm a pretty girl coach, and I help women turn confidence into cash with social media, digital marketing, and content creation. And I started my journey with just one ebook, which is called You Are Pretty Powerhouse, and that is what I'm going to be talking about on today. And same to you, you're the best. Thank you, honey. I'm going to be talking about my ebook today. It's been a while since I've done like my little mini master classes and just talking about the ebook. I've been able to build a 4-figure business within days with that just that one digital product. So I'm going to be talking about that today. So I have it's a 7-chapter ebook. And it basically talks about the different things that you go through as an attractive woman. Now, if you do not like the conversation about beauty, being pretty, being attractive, you will not like what I have to say. I'm just say that. Let's start there. Secondly, I'm not for everybody, right? There are people that may not think that I'm pretty, but I don't care. There are people that may think that I'm not attractive because I wear makeup and all that. Again, I don't care. Right? I make my content for the people who are meant to hear my message. So I don't concern myself who doesn't like it. Now, if you have anything negative to say, I will block you. You start trolling, I will block. Thank you. There's like 3 people that just left here. I will block you if you have anything negative to say. I don't tolerate mess. I don't tolerate negativity. So if you would like to listen about my ebook or you want to just have the conversation, you're welcome to be here. I would, that's what this community is, right? We're a bunch of positive, beautiful women that just want to make it, right? Hey, Queen, I see you, baby. I see you in here. Welcome, everybody. Thank y'all for joining me. I usually have my little whiteboard when I do this, but I don't know where I put my whiteboard. All right, so the ebook is called You Are a Pretty Powerhouse. All right, so let's talk about it. How long did it take you to write an ebook? I want to do one in my words. It literally took me 24 hours. I'm not even gonna hold you. And because I already write a lot anyway, but to actually create the ebook, less than 24 hours. And that's because I'm really like tedious about stuff. So But it doesn't take long. It all depends on which template you want to use. Like how you want your graphics to look, the font, all of that stuff. How many pages your ebook is going to be. Because my ebook, I think it's almost 50 pages. But it's 7 chapters. So that it all depends. It all depends. Like if you have your stuff written already, oh wow, let me get my stuff together. Listen, y'all. Now I do coaching calls showing you how to do this stuff. It's a lot easier than you think it is. It's easy. But if you need help creating your own ebook, I got you. Y'all can shoot me a DM and I'll be more than happy to have a conversation with you about it. But definitely it's so easy. Setting up your store, all that is super duper easy. So I could definitely help you out with that. But so let's talk about it today. Let's talk about it. So, first question, because the ebook is about being pretty, being attractive, right? I have this belief that beauty is a spiritual gift. I believe that all beautiful women, let me pause there, it does not matter your race, your skin tone, or your background. If you're pretty, you're pretty. If you're pretty, I'm talking to you. Now, if you don't think you are pretty, or if you have a hang up about beauty, you're not going to understand what I'm talking about, or you're not going to like it. That's not my problem, though. See that? I don't concern myself with what other people think or their reservations about the conversation. Like if you disagree, because I get a lot of people that say stuff like that too, like, well, what if I'm not pretty? Well, that I can't help you with that. I don't know what to tell you if you don't like what you see in the mirror, whether you have makeup on or not, whether you get dressed up or not. That's something that should have been happening along the way in your life. You should have been cultivating your own self-esteem throughout your life. So I don't know what to tell you if you don't feel pretty. I don't know. But if you have some idea, or if you are cognizant even a little bit about your beauty, then you're going to really like this book. Because whatever level you are in how you feel about yourself, it's only going to get higher after this book, okay? So there's 7 chapters. The first chapter is called The Pretty Criminal. And the reason why, there is a gnat in my room and I'm so upset about it. I have to get the gnat out of here. But anyway, the reason why I call the first chapter The Pretty Criminal is because this chapter talks about, thank you, my love. Make sure you can message me and I can send it to you, or you can just go on my page I can't say the words because TT be watching, but if you click it's going to be right there. You can just click it and you'll see it, okay? But or if you just want to message me and I send you the link like that, that's fine. But so the very first chapter is called The Pretty Criminal. This chapter talks about how people tend to gaslight a woman for appreciating her looks. I know if you're beautiful, if you're pretty, you've heard the little phrase, you think you're all that. You think you're better than everybody. Who do you think you are? Why do you have to get all dressed up? Like, why do you're a show off, and just all these different things that people tell you to bring down your morale and make you question yourself so that you don't present as yourself, so that you don't show up as who you are, so you don't wear the makeup anymore, so you don't fix your hair up really nicely anymore, so that you don't wear the heels to work or whatever. That's what that chapter talks about. And I call it The Pretty Criminal because they want you to feel guilt, right? And when you feel guilt, it's because you feel like you've committed some type of crime, right? And I want to reiterate that I'm not speaking about a one size fits all way of beauty. Right, Mother Go? This is not a one size fits all type of beauty I'm talking about. Beauty is beauty. It doesn't matter your skin tone. It doesn't matter your background. It does not matter your race. I'm speaking about all beautiful women who know that they're beautiful and who have experienced some of these things. Put pink hearts in the chat if you've ever heard you think you all that and you think you're better than everybody. If you've ever heard that said to you, if someone has ever said that to you about your appearance, I need you to put pink hearts in the chat. Who you think you is? Why you gotta wear all that makeup? You wearing that again? Like you just want attention. You just dressing like that because you want attention. You wore that skirt to work because you want male attention from the male coworkers, right? You wore those heels because you're trying to upstage somebody. People say stuff like that to attractive women because they want you to stop. They don't want you to operate in your own energy. They don't want you to be happy and free to be beautiful, right? They don't, because on a subconscious level, people know that there are certain advantages when you are pretty, when you are beautiful, when you have some form of pretty privilege. We all know this on a subconscious level, that there are benefits that come with that. So people will try to make you feel uncomfortable with that because they're uncomfortable with it. But that's not your problem. You are not here to please other people. You are not here to make other people comfortable by putting yourself down. You are not here to internalize the crap that people say about you in regards to your beauty. Thank you for that, heart me, baby. That you're not here for that. Because there's so many women that I speak to, my clients, right? There's so many clients that I have that have had this issue before, to where they don't know how to show up for themselves in life because, or even online in their online business, because they're afraid of negative comments. They're afraid of backlash. Or what if someone says something? Or what if somebody judges me for it? Or what if somebody talks about my appearance? So what? Right? Who cares? But that's because people already see you being beautiful as you won, or you achieved some type of goal, right? So they don't want you to go any further than just being pretty. Because when you're pretty and you're confident and you have skills and talent and all this other stuff, you are a threat. You are a threat because the insecure people that come across you feel like you're taking something from them. But it's not your job to make people feel comfortable. That's not your job. That's what chapter 1 talks about. Now we're going to move on to chapter 2. Chapter 2 is called The Pretty People Pleaser. I'm sorry, it's been a while since I've done my mini master classes. The chapter 2 is called The Pretty People Pleaser. Okay, so if you've ever felt any kind of guilt about your beauty, if someone has ever made you feel guilty about being pretty or wearing your makeup or anything, thank you for that crown, baby. Thank you. I see you. Let me put you up here. Let me pin you up here. Y'all go ahead and make sure you engage with Miss Ashley, okay? Anytime you have somebody gifting the room, that's a quality engager. Anytime you have somebody sharing the live out, that's quality. There's tapping the screen, that's quality. You want somebody like that on your team, period. Now let's go back to chapter 2. The Pretty People Pleaser. If you've ever been manipulated or gaslit into not showing up as yourself in your beauty, then you have probably fallen into people pleasing, right? You want to make people think you're a good person because people think that when you're pretty, you can't possibly be a good person because they believe that you believe you're above everybody else. They project that onto you because of their own insecurity. So this is why some pretty women fall into the trap of being a people pleaser, because they want people to think, I'm not like those other mean pretty girls, right? I'm not like them. I'm a nice person. Oh, I give, or I do this, or I do that. Overextending yourself, trying to prove something to people that's really jealous of you, honestly, right? Trying to prove that you're a good person for what? For browning points from somebody that really wants your life, to somebody that will want to see you fall? Absolutely not. No. You don't have to overexert yourself for anybody. You don't have to prove anything to anyone, right? Prime example, even at work, right? I made a viral video about this, about being pretty at work. When you're pretty at the job, they expect you to go to do the most. They anything that happens at the job, whether it be somebody made a mistake, you're the blame for it. You become a scapegoat because People are already intimidated by the way you look. And then they like to undermine you as well. So they'll expect you to work harder to keep your position because they're already coming at you with negativity because of the way you look. So in some cases, pretty girls become people pleasers because you want people to see the good in you. You want to prove to people that you're a good person. You want to prove to people that you'll give your last. I'll always be there for you. I will always make myself available. I will always do all the things, right? And I talk about that in this second chapter because I've seen it within myself and other pretty women. They just overdo it in friendships, even relationships, trying to please their partner and going overboard to try to keep that partner around because that partner that they're with is insecure. So they're trying to prove to that person, no, I'm loyal. No, I'm willing to do anything. No, I'll do. You don't have to do that. Right, Mother Goat? You don't have to do that shit. Absolutely not. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. And if people think that you're a bad person simply because you're pretty, that goes to show their level of thinking. Like, if you equate being beautiful to being evil, that goes to show your level of critical thought. Like you don't have your own individual thought. If you automatically think being beautiful is evil. And let's think about it. Let's bring it here because I've talked about this before. A lot of times in these movies, especially, the hyper feminine woman is usually the villain. Think about it. There is a reason for that. There's a reason that hyper femininity or beauty is always villainized in these movies. It is because beauty is very powerful and influential, right? Very persuasive. And as women, the world does not want you to wield that power, right? They don't want you to know how powerful you are. They want to make you work for their attention because they really want yours. It's always a flip. So in these movies, the like Mean Girls, all these other movies, they always make the hyper feminine woman evil because deep down subconsciously, people want to believe that you can't be beautiful and a good person. They want to believe that you can't. It's impossible. It's impossible. You can't possibly be a good person and have a pretty face and dress really nice. It's like there's too much good going on already. Hey, Tiaja, I see you. So you can't, I'm going to have to put something negative in there. Right? So you don't have to internalize any of that. Neither do you have to prove that you're a good person to appease people's perceptions of you. Okay? So let's talk about chapter 3. Chapter 3 is called The Pretty Loudmouth. This chapter talks about oversharing and how some beautiful women put themselves in a position of being too vulnerable to people that don't know them, when really your vulnerability as a beautiful woman is going to be ammunition used against you later on. Because people want to sabotage beautiful things. People want to ruin your reputation when they're jealous or when they're intimidated by you. It's just facts, y'all. Pink hearts in the chat if you've ever been sabotaged in a friendship. If you've ever had a partner in the past that tried to sabotage you in some type of way. Maybe you were getting into modeling or something and that person tried to ruin your shine. Right? Pink hearts in the chat if you've ever experienced that. If you've ever experienced any of that. Right? When you're attractive, you just go, it's kind of weird. People do weird things because they're trying to cope with how they feel about your appearance. So they project these things onto you to make you like come down to their level energetically. Right? And this is why I teach women to stand in your power. I want you to stand in your power and build unshakable confidence with your beauty. I don't want you to bypass your beauty. People like to bypass beauty and talk about character. No, we're talking about looks. We're not talking about substance. right? We're talking about surface. We're talking about the face, the beauty, the this and that. Well, no, it's all about the inside. I'm not talking about the inside. I'm talking about the outside. You know what I'm saying? But people like to bypass that, and that's been taught. That is a taught behavior. Hey, Remedy Spa, I see you. That's a taught behavior. Thank you for that heart me, baby. That's taught. That has been passed down to you. Because honestly, hey, my baby, because honestly, I'll pause off the ebook for a second because I've talked about this as well. Okay. Patriarchy. Let's go deep here. Patriarchy has taught the whole collective to hate beauty and femininity, or to only use it for the male gaze. So when a woman is confident within herself and she's self-actualized and she actually enjoys the benefits that her beauty brings her and uses it to manifest a life she chooses, that's a problem. Right? Thank you for that gift, baby. Let me go ahead and pin you up here. Y'all make sure that you guys engage with Remedy Spa. Anytime you have somebody gift in the room, that's quality. Sharing the live is quality. Tapping the screen is quality. You want somebody like that on your team, okay? Definitely. No problem at all. Make sure you guys engage with her, okay? But back to what I was saying. You've been conditioned. You've been taught to not really like makeup, not like hair, or not like the color pink or anything remotely feminine. That's patriarchy. Or even the fact that you may hate your period. Listen, these are things, even the things within, the things that make us innately feminine, our essence, our aura. They're trying to teach you to hate it. And it's been like that since the beginning. They want you to hate it and only use it for the male gaze or male attention. This gift that I truly believe beauty is a gift. It's for you to enjoy. It is for your purpose. Your beauty is for your enjoyment. It's for you. It's to help you elevate. It is to help you go to your next level. It is for you to enjoy and embrace and all of these other things because of the power that it holds. People know that beauty is powerful on a subconscious level. So that's why either it's always attacked or somebody's always trying to take it. Right? In dating, I don't really talk about dating too much. When you guys are dating men, they're going to go for the prettiest girl in the room because they know a beautiful woman is going to raise their social status up while simultaneously bringing hers down because she's standing next to a man, right? So just think about it on that level. Your beauty is very powerful, right? You can, beauty, like I've always been saying since I've discovered this information, beauty has the power to activate the brain's reward system. This is scientifically proven. You can go Google this right now. Okay. Now, this was a theory that I had, but when I found out it was scientifically proven, I'm like, oh, okay. Well, perfect. It is scientifically proven. Hey, Cinnamon, I see you. Hey, Jasmine, I see you. That beauty, whether it is a beautiful face, art, nature, whatever, it activates the brain's reward system and makes people feel pleasure when they see you. So this is why when you walk into a space, the energy shifts. Pink hearts in the chat if you've ever done that. If you've ever walked into a room and you could just feel the energy shift in the room. Almost like the world just stops. Pink hearts in the chat if you've ever experienced that before. You walk into a room and it's like the world just stops. Pink hearts. Because I know, and my wife will tell you, anybody that knows me personally will tell you. Online is one thing with me, but in person it's on another level. It's like that. And I don't say that in a conceited type of way. I know my energy. You have to know yourself. You know what I'm saying? But when you are pretty and confident, I've been getting calls like crazy. The calls have just been coming in like crazy. Hey, Tyler, I see you. Can you guys hear me? I hope y'all can hear me. That was my second call that I got. Can y'all hear me? Hey, April, I see you. So let's go back to, okay. So let's go back. Okay, so this is why it's very important to not only be, to not only recognize, thank you for that heart, me baby, not only recognize your beauty, acknowledge your beauty, but also use it and stand firm and confident in it. Like I want you to know that you're that girl. I want you to know that you're a pretty powerhouse. I don't want you to be afraid of it. You're afraid of being stared at. You're afraid of negative comments online. You're afraid of what people are going to think about your new hairstyle, the way you put your makeup. You need to be so solid and grounded in this, because it's going to help you elevate. It is going to propel you to your next level. It will, because I'm seeing it. I've seen it, and I'm seeing it now, and even the way I present myself online in this energy, right? You need to know yourself on a very, very deep level and use the powerful gift of being pretty to your advantage. I need you to use it. You may be uncomfortable with that. That may be something that you struggle with. You're not really comfortable with being beautiful, being the beautiful one, or anything having to do with aesthetics. That may be something that you may be uncomfortable with. I'm here to teach you that it's not wrong. You probably think that it's wrong to lead with that. No, it's not. That's not wrong to lead. I'm trying to turn this down a little bit. To lead with your beauty. That's what I lead with. Hello, my brand. If you look, hey, Moneymaker, I see you with my brand. I lead with my beauty. Yes, Lord, there's nothing wrong to lean into your gifts. Exactly. It's part of your feminine being, your feminine self. Use that. Right? Cleopatra used it. Hey, I see you, honey. Cleopatra used it. Hello? All these powerful women from back in the days, they used it. You need to get so comfortable within yourself and understand. Thank you for that follow, baby. And understand your gifts and where you are strong at. Cultivate that within your beauty, your pretty power, and share it with the world. I do it all the time. I lead with my beauty in everything that I do. That's just because I'm a Venusian person. That's just what I do, right? My brand, how I show up, because I understand the power that beauty has. It's influential, right? You watch me long enough, you're gonna want to start doing your makeup. You're gonna want to start doing your hair. You might want to start wearing pink. But I understand my energy. I understand myself. I'm learning to love my beauty again. Amen to that, Miss Tyler. Amen. And that's what this book does. Anybody that has gotten this book will tell you. Hey, Stacy, I see you. I see y'all in here. Will tell you that pink is definitely my favorite color. Girl, gotta have pink. Gotta have pink, honey. Anybody that has ever gotten this book, read this book, will tell you that something about the book makes you want to really step it up and actually live in that energy of, I am really her. Like I can really do anything that I want to do. Like whatever, if you have business ideas that you've just been kind of sitting on, after you read this ebook, girl, you're going to go head first into it. If you were already, doing your makeup and just being in your beauty, once you read that book, you're going to want to do it more. You're going to want to take it up a notch. Thank you so much. This is my favorite color, pink. I love, this shade of pink is my favorite. I love all pinks though, but this is my favorite shade. So the 4th chapter, let's talk about it. The 4th chapter of the ebook, You Are a Pretty Powerhouse. It is available on my website, you guys. You can you can message it. You can message me if you want to grab it, and I'll just send you the link. Or you could go to my page and click the link in my bio, and then you'll get it that way. But The fourth chapter is called The Pretty Recluse. In this chapter, it talks about the pretty woman that has, experienced so much negativity in her life from people and just situations and all these things that happen when you're attractive that you just want to hide from the world. You get to the point where you don't want to show up anymore. So you just hide, right? You don't go out on the weekends anymore. You don't do fun things for yourself anymore. You don't get dressed up for work anymore. You don't really show up as your true self, just being in your authentic energy. You try to downplay a lot of the things that you do. You try to downplay it to make people comfortable. You sit at home on the weekends, stuffing your face with cheese balls and watching Netflix because you're just so tired of the negativity. You're tired of the fake friends. You're tired of the meaningless relationships. You're just like, oh my God, like, I'm sick of it. That's what chapter 4 talks about. Thank you for that share, baby. That's what chapter 4 talks about. And a lot of beautiful women have gone through this. Thank you, Miss Alexis. Let me go ahead and pin you up here. Y'all make sure you get your heart me. Thank you for that heart me. Make sure y'all get your heart me. Please engage with Miss Alexis. That's a quality engager because she's gifting the room. She's sharing the live out and tapping the screen, okay? You want to make sure that you engage with somebody like that. Definitely have somebody like that on your team, okay? Hey, Chelsea, I see you. I do this. I talk about these things. Thank you, Stacy. I see you. Thank you so much for that heart me. I talk about this, and I'm going to be doing this more often because I stopped doing my little mini master classes. I stopped doing it to talk more about my coaching, but I'm going to be going back to doing my mini master classes, you guys, because I'm taking my coaching services behind a paywall. Okay, so learning how to create your own digital product, building your pretty girl brand, and building your following, that's going to be behind a paywall. All right, but talking about this type of stuff, I'll just have it all the way out here, doing the mini master classes. And this won't be the only ebook because I have 2 other ebooks, right? I have my other ebook, The Powerhouse Method. That's more for my coaching and building your brand. So I won't be talking about that here. But I have my Glamour Galore ebook. And then, hey, Kurt, I see you. And my other ebook, Unleash the Goddess in You. I'll be doing my master classes on those again, okay? That's what... So definitely, probably, because I'll do it a couple of times this week. But come next week, it's going to be all master classes, and I'll let you guys know the times and everything. I'll have my little whiteboard. I don't know where my whiteboard is, y'all. It's somewhere around here. I plan on getting a bigger whiteboard, actually. I want to get a bigger one so y'all can really see when I write stuff down. But I will be doing my mini master classes again, so... Let's talk about being a pretty recluse. That's a beautiful woman that is just you're so broken, right? Yes, pink everything. You're so broken because you've been disappointed, right? You've been gaslit, you've been hurt, you've been bullied at the job. I know y'all can feel me on that one. When you pretty and you just get bullied at the job, or people try to bully you or try to put you down, neg you, right? I quit my last job. Let me tell y'all something. And I was at one of my videos that's viral right now. I'm at the desk. I'm in the office at the desk talking about my experience being the pretty girl at work. I had to quit that job because it was becoming a toxic work environment. And I knew it was because of how I look. I knew it. Not only because of the way I look, because of the color of my skin. Honestly, I was the only Black queer woman in that building. The only Black queer woman that presents like I do. I had to go to HR because it was that bad. It was that bad. And then they were going to transfer me, but I've been talked about throughout the other managers in the region. I just said, fuck it. Y'all not about to play with me. I'm not about to go from one place to another and I'm still dealing with the same crap. So I quit. I definitely did. I quit. I wasn't going to deal with that. But a lot of women do. A lot of attractive women deal with bullying in the workplace. I may write another ebook about something like that. How did you respond? Let me see. So I like to keep things very classy, but I'm very direct at the same time. So I would bring it up. Like, especially like for meetings, I would bring it up. Because the thing was about me is that they were saying, well, the management, I was in management, right? They were saying that I wasn't doing my job. And that's a lie. I wasn't doing my job, right? So when I would ask questions, I wouldn't get answers. But then when they would ask me questions that I wouldn't have the answer to because they didn't train me on it, then it was, oh, well, she doesn't know what she's doing. No, y'all are not training me. Y'all not training me properly. So I'm going to do what I can with what I have, because with my prior management experience, right? It was a lot of microaggressions, right? It was just things that it was not very subtle. It was subtle things, but it was things that was out loud, right? I was always getting comments on what I would wear to work. I wasn't out of dress code, right? Let me get you on out of here, baby, because yeah. I knew that what was I gonna say? I would get comments about what I would wear. I'm in dress code, right? But I would get comments about what I'm wearing for the day. Oh, you wearing those heels again? I don't see how you wear those. That's not your business. Me wearing heels is not your business. That's why are you concerning yourself with me wearing heels today? I wear heels every day. I wear heels every day. Like, why is it a problem now? Why are you seeing a problem with my heels today? Ooh, girl, I hope you get, your feet might start hurting. I got this. Or if I'm off to myself doing a project, there's people, I was getting so heavily watched. They watched my every move at that job. Everything I was doing, they wanted to know. They reporting it to the manager, the top manager. I'm just doing my job, people. Why are y'all watching me? Nobody else is being watched. Why are y'all watching my every move? And when you've gone through it enough, you know what time it is. Why do you think they do that? It's because you pique interest in people. As a pretty girl, you pique so much interest in people that people begin to they kind of get a little unglued with it. There's almost like, hey, Empress, I see you. It's almost like they're unaware of what they're actually doing. I was getting asked very personal, invasive questions about my relationship, my marriage. Like, I was like, y'all are not supposed to be asking me this stuff. And like I said, I was the only queer Black woman there. So my sexuality was sometimes a topic of discussion. That's not what we're here for. We are here to do our jobs. Your job description does not include you asking about my personal life. No. Yeah, they try to make you small and put you in a box to have control on another person. Right, Queenie? And I wasn't having it. I was not having it. Shining too bright. Right. I wasn't having it. And they love gossip. You're so right about that. They love to gossip. So I was like, withhold information. Right? They didn't like that my numbers were good. Even with all that going on, them telling me saying that I wasn't doing my job and talking crap about me at work, my numbers were good. Right? Thank you, lady. I see you. My first month there, I got invited to a charity event. My first month there, my numbers were so good. My first month there, I got invited to a whole charity event. The charity event was amazing. I loved it. I had a great time. They ain't like that. The only thing was hold on, let me read y'all's comments. The only thing was, hold on, let me see. I really wasn't doing my job. It wasn't my passion. Asking about my personal life is annoying with some people. I'm telling you. And they tend to do that when you're the attractive woman at work. They want to know everything about you. They want to know who you're dating. They want to know how many kids you have. They want to know if you're married. They want to know what you're doing this weekend. I was withholding information. Y'all don't need to know how I live my life outside of this job. Thank you, Miss April. I see you. Let me go ahead and pin you up here. That's why I love remote work, right? And that's why I love doing what I do. I like working for myself. I like to have my own thing going and do my own thing. Let me try to pin you up here. It's not letting me pin you, April. Hold on. Once again, we got Miss April up there. Y'all make sure y'all follow Miss April. Follow her. That's a quality engager. Quality. And y'all make sure y'all tap the screen. We're at 4.5K likes. Let's try to get me to 10K. And can we get 50 shares of the live? I want more people in here. I want you guys to be able to engage with people like you, right? And I want more people to hear the conversation. All right, so let's get that done. Let me see if y'all got some more comments. Yeah, working remote. Yeah. But that's what people do, right? When you're attractive, that's what they do. That's just what they do. It's like they can't just be in their own energy and allow you to exist. They have to try to infiltrate your space. Hey, Brittany, it's been a minute since I seen you. Hey, girl. Thank you for the heart, me baby. I'm glad to see you. So let's talk about chapter 5, okay? Moving on to chapter 5. That chapter, thank you, Brittany. Chapter 5 is called The Power of Pretty Privilege. Okay? Now, I emphasize this so much in my brand. The power of your pretty. I need you to get very comfortable with being a pretty girl. I need you to use this to your advantage. Wear the makeup, wear the wigs, wear the outfit, right? Do the skincare routine, do all the things, right? Get your nails done, do all the stuff, y'all. Because it is powerful. And it's powerful because it is persuasive and influential. You have the power to influence people in either way you want to influence them, right? You could use that power to do great things with it, right? I use my pretty power to empower other women. I use my pretty power to encourage other women. I use my pretty power to help other women make money and build their business, build their brands, right? You can do so many great things with this gift. Having pretty privilege is not about a man buying you a drink at the bar. That's not pretty privilege. That's not pretty privilege, okay? Pretty privilege is being given opportunities that you wouldn't have gotten if you didn't dress the way that you did on the interview. I'm just going to be honest with you. It's getting the job knowing you don't have the qualifications. That's pretty privilege, okay? It's getting into rooms that you would not have gotten in with that degree. Like you were in the right place at the right time, speaking to the right people because they like the way you look. When you're pretty, you have what they call the halo effect. People automatically, the average person thinks that they perceive you as a good person. They perceive you as a nice person when you have that halo effect, right? And many women have this effect. We're just talking about psychology. There's a huge plane passing, right? Now, it is shallow, but listen, we live in a shallow society. So it's either we learn how to play the game or we get played. So this is why I always encourage women to go forth and use your beauty, right? Because if you're not using it, somebody else is. I'm just going to be real. Let me go ahead and pin you up here. Y'all go ahead and follow Miss Brittany, okay? That's a quality engager. Okay, make sure you guys are sharing out the live. We got 19 shares. We have 5.7K likes. Make sure you guys are engaging with Miss Brittany. That's a quality engager. Quality engager. Make sure y'all follow her, okay? Blessed to have you. Thank you so much, Miss Alexis. I wrote this ebook with so much of my energy in it because I want y'all to feel like you can conquer the world in your own feminine essence. Like, I don't want you to have to think, I don't want you to think you have to become something you're not, right? To become this hard individual, or a person that rejects anything pretty or rejects anything beautiful. No, I want you to use your feminine essence to get you where you want to be in life. And part of that is having pretty privilege, right? So that you can get those endorsement deals, get those brand deals, right? Get monetization online, make your money, sell your products, right? When things are beautiful, people want to be involved, right? When things are beautiful, or when people are beautiful, people just want to be near it, because that beauty has the power to lift and to raise that vibration, right? That's on an energetic level, right? This is why men go after the prettiest girl they can find, because they know that woman is going to bring them social status and make them look good, period. Or there's, women who look for pretty friends so that they can have access to stuff that beautiful woman has. She wants access to the VIP section. She wants access to the people that she may know. She know, you know how people are, right? And this is why I talk too about exclusivity as a pretty girl. I talk about that in chapter 4, right? It's very important. Hey, Rosie, I see you. It's very important when you're attracted to be a little more exclusive, not reclusive. There's a difference. Chapter 4, I talk about being a recluse, but it's better to be exclusive and not reclusive, because when you're reclusive and you're hiding, it's like you're hiding from the world, right? Isolating, trying to keep yourself hidden so that you don't deal with the negativity. It's a way for you to cope with not having friends, a way for you to cope with negativity from people, or to cope with whatever life is bringing you, right? But it's better to be exclusive, because your exclusivity is coming from a place of confidence, right? You don't just allow anybody in your space. You don't just allow anybody to come into your life and try to tear it up, right? You get to decide who is in your life and who isn't. You are selecting people to be in your space. Thank you for blessing us. No problem, money maker. Okay. Don't let people pick you. You do the picking. I'm going to say that again. Don't let people pick you. You do the picking. You choose the people that are in your space. When you do it this way, it's like you're moving forward rather than back. When you move forward, it's like you're using your intuition and your forward thinking to help you make decisions. But when you move back, it's like you're kind of allowing that person to take over. You're allowing these people to just come in and invade. That's really the word I want to use. You don't want anyone to invade your space. It is better for you to invite people into your space rather than allow people to invade your space. Don't let people invade your space as a pretty girl. Don't let people do it. Okay, I see we got somebody in here just dry tagging. I'm about to block you, baby. Hold on, because it's giving very much bot. It's giving bot. Hold on. I'm just gonna go ahead and block you because I ain't got time for that. Had to get that person on out of here. Let me see. Thank you for that gift, baby. I'm gonna put you up here. Let me pin you up here. Y'all make sure that you guys follow that girl Tiff, okay? That's a quality engager. Y'all go ahead and please engage with her. Let me see. Live by that, right? I started doing that. Everybody's mad because I cut off so many people. Right, and that's because your exclusivity is self-preservation. The way you are selective with your energy, your time, your space, and resources, that is going to save you. That is going to protect you from people trying to infiltrate your space and sabotage what you got. Because the psychology of people is they just want to tear shit up, right? They want to sabotage. They want to come in, get intel, and ruin it. No. And not everybody is like that. I'll say that. Not everybody wants to do that. But it's going to take for you to properly vet people, get a feel of their energy, use your intuition and your insight about people, No problem, Tiff. So that you're not just allowing anyone into your space. I'm a naturally reserved person. Now I am polite, so I'll speak. I speak to people. Hello, how are you? I give a little smile, stuff like that. But I'm no longer an overly friendly person because I don't need to perform, right? And a lot of beautiful women perform because they want people to think that they're a good person or that they're inviting. You don't owe anybody that. Okay, you don't owe anybody your energy just freely. You don't have to freely give yourself like that. You don't have to freely give your energy to people just because they want some. Right? You don't owe anybody that. And you don't need to prove to people that the way you give or the way you perform makes you a good person. Your worthiness should never be contingent upon the shit that you're willing to tolerate out of people or what you're willing to do. Right? Oh, you preaching over here. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, indeed, Miss Tiff. Y'all's messages being blocked. Let me see. They think you're not smart. Yeah, they definitely think. Listen, when you're pretty, they rely on you not reading the room and paying attention. Because they don't think that you're smart. They don't think that you'll be able to catch certain things. So it's always good to be a little more reserved and just to read the room and just watch. Just watch how people are around you, right? You can be inviting to the people that's already in your space. You don't have to invite everybody in, right? Being pretty, being attractive, being confident in all the things, right? Having something, being a triple threat, whatever, being a powerhouse. It's okay to be a little, it's okay to be a little uppity, right? I like to think of my space, my community as an elite. It's a group of elite women that want to go higher in life. That's how I see my community. Like, we don't just allow anybody in our space. We don't just allow anybody in our lives because we have respect for ourselves. And hey, plants, I see you, right? Very much uppity. Okay, let's Listen, hey, plants, I see you, and there's nothing wrong with that. Now, you don't have to be condescending or, mean about it or anything, but to have that air of confidence, you need that. Your confidence and your exclusivity is going to help you. It's going to save you a lot of heartache, a lot of disappointment, right? Because that is your way to guard yourself against somebody trying to infiltrate your space. So definitely do that, and definitely use your pretty privilege to your advantage. Okay. And basically chapters 6 and 7. Chapter 6 is called power dynamics between women. I've already kind of talked about that. That particular chapter talks a little bit more about the things that women particularly do to other women that they find attractive. So I just talk about those situations and just how to navigate through that, right? And in chapter 7 talks about standing in your truth, your authenticity, and how to walk in your power as a pretty girl. Because we're not supposed to be with our head down, thinking less of ourselves, right? Oh, you think you all that? I do, actually. What am I supposed to think? That I'm not all that? Am I supposed to think low of myself? Am I supposed to not have confidence? Am I supposed to not have inner strength? Or am I supposed to be a worm or something? No. I think highly of myself, and I want to take myself to the next level as much as I can, right? And I have to keep my head up, not down, right? So don't walk around with your head down, trying to hide yourself or make yourself less than or dim your light to make other people comfortable. If you are around people that make you feel like you need to shrink, you need to get rid of those people, okay? Of your life completely. And that's basically what this ebook talks about. I want you ladies to really get into it when it comes to your beauty. Hey JJ, I see you. I want you guys to be so comfortable in yourself that you can conquer anything with just that inner glow, that inner confidence, that inner strength. right? Now, if you're interested in getting this ebook, you can DM me or you can go on my page and grab it in the link, okay? Or if you want to comment the word pretty, I can write your name down and then I'll DM you the link. Comment the word pretty if you want the ebook. I'll send you the information, or you want to just go on my page and grab it there. That's totally fine. Hold on. Now, there was a few of you earlier talking about creating your own ebook. I want to first of all say congratulations. If you are trying to create your own digital product, congratulations. I do provide coaching services if y'all are interested in that. Hey, Joy, I see you. Look, my baby in here. Thank you for that, heart me. Does anybody have any questions or want to add to the conversation? Maybe somebody wants to come up here and talk a little bit about if you've already gotten the ebook. If you've already gotten the ebook and you want to just share your thoughts about it, you could come up here. I can invite you up here if you want to. I could give a quick review about the ebook. Let me go ahead and pin you up here really quick. Let's see. Wait, what am I doing? Girl, I'm trying to pin you. It's making me comment. Hold on. It's a great book, y'all. Let's see. Y'all go ahead and follow Sassy Quinn. Y'all see how she keeping herself up there? That's quality. You want somebody like that following you. You want somebody like that in your comments, supporting you, because look what she's doing. You want somebody like that, period. So please go ahead and snatch her right on up out of here. Plans, did you want to come up here and share your thoughts about the ebook since you've already read it? Or if anybody else has read the ebook already, I can invite you up here if you want to, share a few words about what you think about it. Or if you have not gotten the new one, if you already have the old one and you want a copy of the new one, send me your let me know in the comments, and I'll send you a link to the brand new one. Because I did change the whole look of the book. I changed it. It's the same words in it. I just changed the look. It's a lot prettier. Hold on. Let me go back to your comment here. Thank you for that heart me, baby. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. I've been in here loving, liking, and sharing. I really appreciate it. Yeah, y'all see that comment right there? She's one of my clients that I'm helping out with her own ebook and brand, you guys, and it's going very, very well. I'm very excited for you, Miss Plants. Wow. Amazing. Does anybody have anything to add to the conversation before is it it's the Pretty Powerhouse ebook. Oh, thank you for that community fest gift. I will put you up here. Let me put you up here. Y'all go ahead and follow Miss Ivy, you guys. That's a quality engager for Gift in the Room. You guys can engage in here. I want to do more engagement lives. I might do that like once a week maybe. But I want you guys to be able to build community with one another. The ladies that come on in here, I want y'all to know who each other are. I want y'all to engage with one another. Let me see. Yes, it was an amazing, very easy to understand read. Yes. Definitely. One of my readers said that the book was a beautiful call to action. They said it was a beautiful call to action. I don't know if it was you, Miss Empress. I would love the upgraded version. Okay, let me write your name down so I can send it, because I'm going to send you the new one. If anybody else has gotten the ebook and you want the new version, I can send it to you. Let me write your name down. Or if you've never got the book before and you want to grab it, you can send me a message and I can just do it like that. Okay, I'm gonna put you right there. Now I may come back live later for my subscribers. Okay, so if you want to be subscribed to me, it's only $2.99 a month. Now, with my subscribers, I talk more about building your brand, platform, or business. Starting to do your own digital products, how to do that. CEO mindset, business mindset. I talk about stuff like that with my subscribers. You guys get information. You get PDFs, stuff like that. I finished the text components of an ebook. Need to add in photos. Oh, that's amazing. Congrats. You can do a call if you need help with that. I got you. Does anybody else want to grab the ebook? Or if not, then we can go ahead and commence, you guys. I do appreciate you guys watching the live today. I'm going to be doing more of my master classes like this, my little mini master classes about the ebooks that I have. Tomorrow, I'm probably going to do my glamour ebook because I'm going to be traveling this weekend. And I won't be back until Monday. So next Tuesday, I'll be back. So tomorrow and then next Tuesday, I'll be back doing my master classes on here. I'm going to be doing master classes and I'll do engagement lives as well. And of course, my subscribers get all the meaty information about building your brand and business. That's something y'all interested in. Y'all can go ahead and subscribe to me. I love you guys so much and I appreciate y'all so much. We're at 8,000 likes. Shares. We got 6 people still in the building. I love you guys so much. I appreciate you guys and I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Bye now.